Nolan Arenado is widely considered to be a top 10, even top 5 player in the MLB today. There were some rumors that he could be traded earlier in the offseason, but nothing came to fruition. Bearing an unexpected hot start from the Rockies, he will most likely be moved during the season. On the surface, he seems like a player you'd want to acquire by any means, but is that really the case? Let's take a deeper look into Arenado's superstar status. If you're an avid baseball fan, you probably have heard of the Coors Field Effect, but if you haven't, I'll explain. Coors Field is about 1 mile above sea level, meaning there is less air pressure. Less air pressure means less resistance on the balls coming off the bat. To counteract this, Coors Field moved their outfield walls back the second farthest out of any MLB stadium. This makes it easier for batters to get hits. Plays that could be singles or outs in other stadiums turn into doubles and triples at Coors Field. This is the reason for the historically high offensive numbers at Coors Field year after year. Now, let's take a look at Arenado's career numbers. Arenado's career home batting average is .324, contending for best in the league. His away batting average is only .265, still above average, but I say only .265 because it's much worse than his home batting average. This is most likely because of the more outfield space at Coors Field, allowing him to put up elite batting average numbers at home and above average numbers on the road. Everyone's first instinct is to point to home run numbers at Coors Field compared to other stadiums, and although there's definitely a difference, Arenado's career home runs at home 129 versus on the road 98, the same difference can be seen in his doubles and triples. Home doubles 144, road doubles 109, home triples 21 versus road triples 6. As you can see, there is a big difference at all levels thanks to the more outfield space at Coors Field. Hits that would be singles in other stadiums can turn into doubles and even triples sometimes. There's one more key stat I want to look at with Arenado, and that's his slugging percentage at home versus on the road. Now, if you don't know what slugging percentage is, it basically measures batter productivity, total number of bases divided by at-bats. Essentially, triples and home runs play a major role in a high slugging percentage. Arenado's home slugging percentage, .615, on the road, .476. As you can see, a major difference between his home and road slugging percentages. So far, every single stat has pointed towards Arenado being a much more productive offensive player at home. However, maybe that's just him. Let's take a quick look at Arenado's teammate Charlie Blackmon. Blackmon is a 4-time All-Star and the 2017 National League batting champion, so he's no slouch. His career triples plus home runs is 135, and his road triples plus home runs is 84. Home batting average 349, road batting average 261. Even a bigger difference than Arenado, so it's safe to say there is a clear difference in offensive production between Coors Field and other stadiums. This also explains why the Rockies haven't been able to sign pitchers and them being average outside of a few outlying years. Former Rockies manager Bob Gebhard summed it up perfectly. He said, "If you were a free agent pitcher and you have an option of choice where to go, Denver is not going to be your first choice. Simply because it's tough to put up good numbers and have a consistent win-loss record and low ERA in the altitude. That matters to a lot of players. Because of this, the Rockies rarely look to spend big money on aces because they would have to overpay to bring them in. Instead, they focus on developing their own drafted talent, which doesn't always lead to success." Now you have a little more insight on why the Rockies are a struggling franchise. They're currently leaning more towards rebuilding than contending. That's the main reason Arenado's name has been in trade rumors. With such a massive contract, he's really slowing the rebuilding process. So, it's time to answer, is he really a superstar? I say yes. Yes, his offensive numbers are inflated by playing at Coors Field, but he's arguably on the path to become the best defensive third baseman to ever play the game. Every year he's been in the league, he's won a Golden Glove. He's only 28 years old and has multiple years left of very good offense. Even if inflated at Coors Field, he's still a good offensive player on the road, and of course, his top-of-the-line defense. For those reasons, he is a superstar in the MLB and should be on the radars of all contenders. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for more content like this, and make sure you're following All Sports Culture on Instagram. Until next time, Sully out.